Now we get this party started.
Yeah, good.
Sit wherever you want, guys. There's no side seats. There's no section outside.
I made it!
So we got back in about 1.
Sorry, don't be like that.
I saw that all day. So they're going to go
my wife died.
When I set my eyes on you, gonna keep you out of town tonight. When I set my eyes on you, not gonna be out of my sight. Now you know, everywhere on earth you go, you're gonna have me as your man. When I get my hands on you, gonna make you carry me. When I get my hands on you, gonna make you marry me. Now you know, everywhere on earth you go, you're gonna have me as your man. When I come home to you, gonna take you down to the riverside. When I come home to you, hold you in my arms all night. Now you know, everywhere on earth you go, you're gonna have me as your man.
If you ever need someone to cry to, ever need someone to hold you, I will be there, standing by your side. I will be there, standing by your side. If you ever need someone to just love you, if you ever need someone to simply adore you, I will be there, standing by your side.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. On behalf of Kelly and Jay, I'd like to thank you all for coming. I know you came from long distances, some of you, so it makes the occasion sweeter to have you here. I'm Miles. I'm Jay and Kelly's yoga instructor. One of them, actually. Some of you met Tim this morning, so I'm holding this part of the practice, I guess. The word yoga means many things, but some people translate it as yoking or uniting or even binding. But I think a more interesting interpretation of the word, the meaning of the word, is balance. Balance implies a relationship. It implies something that you have to stay awake for, that you have to shift. It's not a place that you reach and you finally land there. You have to actually keep calibrating and modifying as you go. So I can't imagine a better backbone for this ritual that is a wedding. Ritual is the unintentional made intentional. I always start my classes with 2 rituals. First, I always start my classes with 2 rituals. First, I have people introduce themselves. When we come to a wedding, we come together. So please, look around at the people around you and say hi. Tell them your name.
Hello?
Josh.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, right.
The second ritual is sound. Science says that when we sing together, or when we chant together, our hearts start beating as one. We become one with one intention. So I'd like to invite you to start the ceremony, because every good ritual requires a great marked beginning, with 3 ohms. Now, if you're not a yogi, it's okay, don't run. This isn't a cult you're joining. You already joined the cult when you started calling them jelly. But I'd like you to close your eyes for a second. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath. And in a moment, we're going to Om together 3 times. Take a deep inhale.
Captain Corelli's Mandolin by Louis Dubonnet. When you fall in love, it is a temporary madness. It erupts like an earthquake, and then it subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots are to become so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the desire.
Sounds terrible.
It sounds awful. It is not the desire to mate every second of the day. It is not lying awake at night, imagining that he is kissing every part of your body. No, don't blush. I am telling you some truths, for that is just being in love, which any of us can convince ourselves we are. Love itself is what is left over. When being in love has burned away. Doesn't sound very exciting, does it? But it is.
I've been studying anatomy for a long time, you know, as a yoga nerd. I like to know what's going on in there. And I've had the opportunity to get fascinated by the heart and the lungs. The lungs sit a little further back in the body, and the heart sits on top of the lungs. And it hugs the lungs with all of its veins and arteries, almost like it's saying, I've got you. I've got you. It's always seemed magical. I'm Latin. So I cry, that's why they hired me. This tiny organ can be so big. All it knows how to do, all it wants to do is love. And then, at the end of the day, there's more. It just wants to love more. We will never know exactly what love is. Knowing happens here, in the brain. Love is an experience, it's a feeling. We also won't know what makes the magic between two people work or not work. But we all understand this feeling. I've got you. I'd like to invite Max Scholl now to do a little dramatic interpretation.
My girlfriend told me to speak from the heart. Trembling. Fall of 2007, I shared an aria with Kelly. It's when I began to become familiar with your smiles every day. Oh my God. It was a couple of years later when our friend family hunkered down in the Outing Club cabin for another New Year's when Kelly introduced me to Jay. And if Homeboy's good enough to be brought in by Kelly, this man can melt my heart with 2 eyes and a blink. Fast forward some more. Kelly moved to Boston, thank God, thank you. And I have the privilege of being single at the same time, and we have these beautiful tricycle dates. I have a third wheel, but we kind of rotated. Fast forward a few more months, Jay pulls me aside and says, hey man, some stuff's going down. I have a girlfriend, we are at a dinner party, and Jay pulls me over to his room off the porch, and he shows me this beautiful ring, and I almost do a backflip and start crying at the same time. And I guess a few weeks later,
Felt like years.
it was taking forever. I got a call from Kelly, I think I was at work, and I'm very happy that I did not pick it up. Oh God. Well, I'm very happy that I did not pick it up because I had at one point a voicemail that I was going to reenact for you all. Here it comes, here it comes. Yeah, so Kelly called me one day.
And a fiance. He's next to me in the car. We get together forever. So give me a call. We are gonna go racing. I know you know about this, but it's not weird. I'm leaving a message. You know that I can't wait to hug you and do things and have fun and all stuff with.
In the end, it's all about speaking from your heart, love, and free champagne. That's all.
Tricky, those cell phones. You want to make sure you're careful with what you send. It seems to me that at the base of this cathedral that is a relationship lies that simple axiom: I've got you. I've got you means that you always start from a place of love and compassion, ahimsa. I've got you means that they are your person, that you have each other's backs. When you can call each other home, the foundation is strong and everything else can be built, remodeled, and shaped around it. Kelly and Jay, ever since I met you, I have seen this in your relationship. You are very intentional with each other. You listen to each other and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Whether it is setting the other up on the porch with some gin and a book when they're having a crisis, or whether it's jumping in a car for a funeral on a moment's notice. I've got you. So, at this point, I'd like to invite Annie Anderson to do her thing.
All right. This little number some of you may be familiar with. Most of you will probably be familiar with.
Gaze, we're looking at you.
Mostly gaze.
Where my gaze at?
So I'll start, and if anyone is so moved, please join me. I'm going to start by speaking it. We'll see how that goes.
Song is monologue.
It's a little number by a familiar group called the Indigo Girls. No? I don't know the words. Now the parking lot is empty. Everyone's gone someplace. I pick you up, and in the trunk I've packed a cooler and a 2-day suitcase. 'Cause there's a place we like to drive, way out in the country, 5 miles out of the city limit. We're singing, and your hand's upon my knee. So we're okay, we're fine, baby, I'm here to stop your crying. Chase all the ghosts from your head. I'm stronger than the monster beneath your bed. Smarter than the tricks played on your heart. I'll look at them together, then we'll take them apart. Adding up the total of a love that's true. Multiply life by the power of 2. You know the things that I am afraid of, I'm not afraid to tell. And if we ever leave a legacy, it's that we loved each other well. Because I've seen the shadows of so many people trying on the treasures of youth, but a road that fancy and fast ends in a fatal crash, and I'm glad we got off to tell you the truth. All the shiny little trinkets of temptation, something new instead of something old. All you gotta do is scratch beneath the surface, and it's fool's gold. Now we're talking about a difficult thing, and your eyes are getting wet. I took us for better, and I took us for worse. Don't you ever forget it. Now the steel bars between me and a promise suddenly bend with ease, and the closer I'm bound in love to you, the closer I am to free.
So what is a wedding? And I'm not talking about the hundreds of privileges that you get when you get legally married, even though it's really nice to take a second to note that now we all are privy to this. What are we doing here today, right now? Julie, smile. You're up.
Hello. Can people in the back hear me? Yeah? Okay.
And the cheap seats?
Good seats. So, obviously getting married means you both are joining your lives in an even more intentional way than you already have. But many of us know that the strongest marriages are ones where two people are still so individually themselves, and the other person is so in love with that individual that together you help each other thrive. So I have a poem to that effect by the Lebanese poet Khalil Gibran, his poem on marriage. You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. You shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of heaven dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone. Even as the strings of the lute are alone, even though they quiver with the same music. Give of your hearts, but not into one another's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadows.
Do it. Kelly and Jay, all of your people, your tribe, are gathered here today to witness, to lay a blessing on your foundation as a couple. Turn, look at them. Between all of us, we hold a wealth of knowledge and experience. Everything you might ever need if you get caught in the weeds. Use us as a resource. We are here to lean in with our hearts and say, we've got you. We've got you in the good times, the celebrations, like today. We've got you in the best of times, your happiest moments. We've got you in the crazy times, and we've got you in the confused, rough times. In that way, we create a webbing, a protective seal around you. Like the ancient story of the great god of rain and storm, Indra, and his net, which hung over the expanse of the universe, with jewels glittering like stars in each eye of the net. We each hold a piece of the puzzle. If you ever get lost or scared in uncharted waters, like a sailor, look up and you will see us. You will find your way. We've got you. In the East, when you visit a temple, the statue of the deity is in the middle, and you walk around it. You circumvallate it, which people have said is not a word, but Google it. It actually is a word. The purpose of walking around the statue is taking yourself out of the center, reminding yourself that you are not actually the center of the universe. They are. I believe the rings represent just this. The rings you are about to exchange with each other stand not only for the infinity of your love and its continuum, but they are the representation of you walking around the other, circumvallating the other, remembering that they are important, that they are now yours. I've got you. Everyone else, your being here is accepting a part in all of this as well. I'm holding the rings now. Gotta follow the script. And I'd like for everyone now to help me create a net. Yep, go for it.
Dada. 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 Dada.
So I'd like us to create a human net. You can do this one of two ways. You can close your eyes, or you can look at the couple. We're going to take a brief Maitri meditation. It's a Buddhist meditation. It's one of my favorite meditations in the world. Feel your breath. Channel all of your love, your energy. And in your mind's eye, say to the couple and the rings, may you be happy. May you be happy.
May you be happy.
That's good. You don't have to say it out loud, but I do appreciate the enthusiasm. That's great. But if you want to say it out loud, you can too. That's totally fine. May you be happy.
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 May you be healthy.
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 May you be safe.
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 May you have ease.
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 Now that the rings are charged, we're going to hear what Kelly and Jay have to say to each other.
Here, darling. Got like the happy face twitches from all the smiles. Okay, Jay. What I first fell in love with was your sense of adventure and how I felt grounded when I was with you no matter what we were doing. Ever since, you have offered me the sweetest and most intentional love I've ever known. You are good, kind, loyal, and honest. You know bullshit, and you're absolutely hilarious. You have been the one to surprise me with flowers on celebratory days, and the one to pick me up when I'm crying and inconsolable, and to put me on the porch with a gin and tonic. Yeah, it's true. It's what you do. And a book until I get over it. When I don't think I'm going to get over it, but you know I will. And then I do. People always say that they're their best self with their person. But I think it's more than that. Because with you, I am happy and content and joyful. But with you, I can also be my worst self. And you will still love me and accept me, trusting that the real me, the best me, will come back. And that I'm so grateful for. Because with you, I can be everything that I am. And I want to know and love and accept everything that you are. This year has been eventful, as I know you know. Just gonna, move in a month.
We bought a house.
We bought a house. No big deal. But the thing I'm most thrilled about is blending my life with you and yours in this way. Knowing that everything that comes in the future will include you. And I can't wait to see where we go.
Yeah. You haven't given my permission up until now.
Kelly, your heart is good and true and so sweet. And you have handed it to me without reservation. Every day it provides me with comfort and stability and courage. We fit together like puzzle pieces, and being with you makes me a better person. You love and support me in a way that feels snug, yet spacious, and encourages me to grow. While I'm busy stressing and planning, you gently remind me to enjoy the things that are happening right now. You are a constant reminder to stop running, that happiness and perfection are right here in front of me. You wake up every morning with a smile. Sometimes it's obnoxious. And you fill my life with joy and adventure. But you are also not afraid to sit with me and stare into those things in life that are truly difficult. You are stronger and braver than you know, and I will always be here to remind you of that. True love has the power to heal and transform the world around us and to bring greater meaning into our lives. True love is a beautiful thing. I am so grateful to have found mine.
I'm gonna have a hair malfunction if I keep doing that.
Let's not have that.
Have your vows in here as well? Time.
Time for the rings?
Yeah.
Kelly? That's the time.
Yeah.
So the same thing.
Jay, today before friends and family, I promise to always be your best friend and forever by your side. I promise to listen to you with patience and understanding, support you with love and respect, and make you smile every day. Maybe one day in the morning. I choose you as my partner in this journey through life and vow to grow with you whatever may come, as I accept you for all that you will be. Take this ring.
Do you want me to hold that one?
Take this ring as a constant reminder and the vows we made today.
Practice this morning and everything.
Yeah.
Kelly, today, before friends and family, I promise to always be your best friend and forever be by your side. I promise to listen to you with patience and understanding, support you with love and respect, and make you smile every day. Probably at night, so I don't smile in the morning. I choose you as my partner in this journey through life and vow to grow with you whatever may come, as I accept you for all that you are and all that you will be. Take this ring as a constant reminder of my love and the vows we made today. The truck's going pretty good, huh? Yeah, they're not going to come off.
All right, you two. Feel your feet on the ground. Bring your feet together. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fly forward into your marriage.
into position a crane for for construction work. We got down Thursday.
It's similar to like, you know, we were in yeah, I really liked that. I remember Kelly came to visit.
That's gonna work for me.
And not just people and other things.
Actually, it's twingy.
You can pretty much do that. I mean, no, I wouldn't.
I haven't cried.
There it is. Oh my God, Ronnie. I love Ronnie so much. I like What's the hashtag? Jay and...
Oh, Dan's giant smile. Don't get that Marty's.
And you know those things actually comes up and over.
So, going to the chat room? Joe looks at me and he's like, Joe, you're not saying it right. Chat room. I'm like, we're saying the same thing. He said, no, you're not. Chart. It's the chart room. I'm like, chat room. I'm like, chat room, man. Like, chat room. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know that. I knew it was on the game.
Love it. Love it. I just went
Europe together? Like, I mean, in the words, what do I?
You should be taking pictures. Also, we need to take photos.
I'm gonna go find my wife. Wait, I got a technical McDuffie.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. It's going to be my personal catch-all. It's like, when I see something work that well, it's like, are you really
I have no idea where my wife is. Oh, there she is. Hey, Cal. She spilled her beer. Someone get her another beer. We're going to do some pictures, if you don't mind. I think the first one we'd like to do is if you went to the University of Vermont. Go Cats, go. I think Chris would like us to go over toward the treehouse over there. So if you went to the University of Vermont, Please make your way up.
5:45.
Okay, demonstrate what the dress can do again, Mandy.
Out at 5:45. All the sides should be out at 5:45.
Great.
Like if they think there's a salad course, they are mistaken.
When is the main? When is dinner?
At 5:45. Everything should be ready to be eaten. Stupid idiot.
Go get him, Liz.
I've been so sensitive to overwhelming you. But I want to express someone being overwhelmed by all this.
Well, it is a little.
And I was got a great little photo shoot.
What was the next one?
Are you filming this? Damn it.
Okay, the Andrews.
Can you hear me on the balcony? All right, so I am so thrilled to be here tonight, surrounded by all of Kelly and Jay's family and friends. I want to extend a sincere thank you to Kelly and to Jay and to both of your families for inviting us all here to take part in this celebration of love, which has been amazing. Kelly has been one of my dearest friends for almost 10 years. We met our freshman year of college. We met over mutual interest, you know, the usual, like worm composting, how to make yogurt in your dorm room closet. Yeah, so that quickly blossomed into years of sharing and exploring together our young adulthood. Typically over a cup of tea or a glass of wine, or a bottle of wine, to be honest. So when graduating college, Kelly and I decided that planning a 3-month, 4-country adventure to South America would be a great excuse to not get real jobs. So, you know, among the incredible memories that we had for Machu Picchu and the salt flats of Bolivia and the markets of Buenos Aires, I found that my fondest memories are those mornings and evenings spent with Kelly, drinking tea or wine, laughing about the day's adventures together. Crazy adventures, usually. Kelly has become the friend that I can share everything and anything with without judgment, and she somehow always has something very helpful to say back, which she's in the right field then. But since meeting many of Kelly's friends from other phases and periods of her life, I've realized that each and every one of those people share that same sentiment, that Kelly is that friend to them as well. So I was so excited when I met Jay for the first time. Kelly had been raving about him, telling me nonstop what an incredible person he was, and I was immediately, I just immediately loved how his exuberant and outlandish joy and sense of humor just fills the room, you know, and it was just a perfect compliment to my friend. And then, you know, Jay totally sealed the deal with me when he decided to take a job in Boston, inevitably bringing my friend to the town, I mean not to the town, but to the state where I live, so that really sealed the deal. Trying to still pay Jay off for that, but. So I'm so excited for this joyous and kind, caring, and hilarious duo. So please join me in raising a glass to toast to a lifetime of love, to a lifetime of good humor, to Kelly and Jay.
You did it. All right, I'll keep this short and sweet, but those of you don't know me, I think most of you do, but I'm Billy and Jay's brother, and Jay and I have had a lot of fun. Raised a lot of hackers and kids here. And we've been there for each other day or night, and I'll never forget. Jay was telling me about Kelly. First met Kelly, and you know, I could just see it in his eyes, I could hear it in his voice. This was someone special. And the first time I met Kelly, I couldn't have agreed more. She is sweet, she is kind, she is one of the most genuine human beings I've ever met. And you know, and not only that, she is Jay's perfect match. She really is. And I look forward to whatever journey lies ahead of you guys. I look forward to being a part of it wherever I'm needed. You know, the new house, moving dressers, whatever you guys need. Painting. Painting, you know, whatever you want. And, you know, I wish you guys both the best, and I can't wait to see what lies ahead. So, to Jay and Kelly. All right?
beautiful community that we put together, and we could not be more thrilled to be spending this day with you. And if you'll indulge me, I would like to ask my wife. To have this first dance with me. I'm also the DJ, so
Is it recording?
Yes. Good. It's recording. To back up a little bit.
Heavy words, little lies, telling everything but the truth. The truth.
So next on the agenda.
Oh, I lost it. Oh, no, I have the agenda.
Hopefully all is going as scheduled. Parents?
Chris?
Oh!
Chris and Joe?
We have a little treat.
We have a big treat.
When I was growing up, you may know that my mother has a beautiful voice.
Oh, I don't know about that.
She's famous. She has been on House of Cards.
You may have to sing with me. Oh, I got the musical director. He's going to help me.
So when I was growing up, I would take walks with my parents, and we'd walk the dogs, and I'd be in a little baby jogger, and my mom would just sing things on the street. And it was
And she would dance. She would dance all over the sidewalk.
I'd get dipped. It was great. What? Twirl. So my mom has agreed to sing this song that she used to sing for me when I was growing up while I danced with my dad.
I would only do this for you. I love you. And I love Jay. My son-in-law.
Okay, everyone agree to cry together?
Families that cry together.
That is yours, so if you would like to tell it. Let's see, mic in, mic off, talk over.
You gotta help me, Vince.
Alright.
We'll give it a try. Don't expect too much.
Got
I can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, you're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd love to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets, Woolworths doesn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love. Anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, one day you'll find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I love to see you looking swell. Goodbye, baby.
Is Chris in the bar now? Okay, good. That was amazing. So anyway, on August 21, 1987, an American classic movie was released. I learned many of my life lessons from this movie through eyes like this. I was 4. My mom was Kelly's age. Kelly wasn't born. But that American movie came with a soundtrack. And it was awesome. And at Neen's house, we lived for that soundtrack. The three of us would hang out and dance and dance and dance. And anyway, when I was like, oh, what should me and my mom dance to? It was a no-brainer. So anyway. Don't worry, I'm the DJ. Don't worry about it. Alright, we are going to make a dance floor because it's time to dance.
we have the lovely, lovely parents of the bride, Chris and Joe Andrews. The beautiful parents of the groom, Bill and Susan Duffy. We have finally the happy couple, Kelly and Jay.
They're so different in color. They all seem bloated.
Here they just all eat.
Could they be pregnant?
If they're dairy goats, like if they have goats for milk here, then they may all be pregnant.
Is this the time for it? Don't you calve in like February?
Rebecca
March?
would know the answer to this question right away. I'm not sure.
Goats on, goats on, goats on, goats on.
Like cows, you just rotate all the time. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. Because you want milk all the time, but I don't know if goats are any different. Hey guys! You're all cute. Look at you.
Cutie patooties. Faraway shots.